morning guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Crystal. It's Sunday morning. Good morning. Alexa, what's the time please?
The time is 9:09 a.m.
Alexa, good morning.
Good morning. We're International Baking Week. The aim of the week is to encourage more people to bake at home. If you want some inspiration, ask me to rap about cake.
Alexa, rap about cake.
Cupcakes, berry cakes, chocolate cakes, ginger cakes, Jaffa cakes, lemon drizzle, carrot cake and Battenberg. Apple pies, mince pies, pecan pies, pork pies, custard tarts, bakewell tarts, quiches, fans and scones. Barra bread, stotty cakes, Dorset knobs, parkin, fat rascals soda bread, maids of honour tarts. Sponge fingers, sticky buns, dough balls, hot baps, French Francis, spotted dicks, echo feckin' tarts. Base. I like the buttery biscuit base.
I like a bit of spotted dip myself with some custard. Thank you, Alexa. Alexa, what's the date today?
It's Sunday the 15th of October.
Alexa, what's the weather like? Alexa, the weather. Alexa, what's the weather like in Rochester?
In Rochester, England, it's 5 degrees Celsius with clear skies and sun. Today, you can expect mostly sunny weather, with a high of 11 degrees and a low of 3 degrees. Would you like to begin your day with relaxing rain sounds?
No. Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
There are 2 fish in a tank. One says to the other, "How do you drive this thing?"
Right, Alexa, whose birthday is it today?
Today's famous birthdays include Scottish actor, born in Rwandan Kitgum, American writer Michael Lewis, American journalist Michelle Beisner, English boxer Anthony Joshua, and Pakistani cricketer Babar Azam.
Right guys, so I said it's Sunday. I don't know whether I've come down with some sort of flu, because you can feel a bit down when you get the flu. You can feel like lightheaded, very tired, and like I think I might have stomach flu because I've got a bad tummy. I've had it since yesterday and I felt really grotty and miserable, but I'm trying to feel better now. So today I got myself up just after 8 a.m. The guy upstairs went out at 10 to 6 on a Sunday. So my neighbour upstairs is out. He went out at 10 to 6 in the morning. Well, somebody did. If it wasn't him, somebody went out early on a Sunday. Some poor people do have to work on a Sunday, bless them. And thank goodness they do, otherwise I wouldn't have got my groceries this morning. So I got up around 8 and I fed the cats, fed Max, and I wanted to go to the co-op to get some items, and I like to read the Sunday newspaper. I have since I was a little girl, because my mum and dad and my granddad and my gran always used to get the newspaper, and I loved to read as a kid. So from about 4 years old I was always into books, writing, reading. I love books and I still do today, and that's what I like to do. I started writing poetry at an early age and writing, and I like to get the newspaper on a Sunday. So I'm going to show you what I got in the co-op. Went into the co-op feeling a bit groggy, a bit unwell, but I dragged myself in there. So I grabbed a black basket, and I have got a stomach ache, and I was trying to put a smile on my face and carry on. And I just really didn't know what was going on in there, to be fair. I couldn't care less if anyone had pushed me out the way anyway. I'm just oblivious to it. There was a lot of people in the shop. After I'd gone in there, it was quiet when I went in there, and then people started to come in. And one of those people was the lady downstairs. The old lady, bless her. You know, the old lady that found my cats underneath somebody's car was in the co-op. And I didn't want to disturb her because she was out in her pyjamas. She had her pyjama bottoms on and a coat. And she looked like she was, you know, had her trolley. And she asked Kim if there was any peppers and mushrooms. And Kim said, I think there's some stuffed mushrooms. I'll go and have a look. So the old lady downstairs was in the co-op with her trolley buying things, and it was very cold this morning, bless her, and she was on her own in the co-op. And she called me Cheryl. Cheryl. She said, hello Cheryl, my name is Crystal. Bless her. So I got my basket and I'll show you the bits I've got. I got myself a Pick Me Up magazine, that's 92 pence, and on the back, always in my heart, personalised dog infinity pendants. I got some Sensations poppadoms, mango, red chili chutney crisps, some fair trade bananas, and there is 5 fair trade bananas, which come from Colombia. We've got the Mail newspaper, the Mail on Sunday, Mail. 2 women among the thousands on yesterday's pro-Palestine march in London brazenly reveal in the massacre of dozens of young Israelis by paragliding Hamas terrorists. So why didn't the police stop them? You ghouls, by Ian Gallagher. Despicable, women with images of paragliders as used by Hamas. Right, fellow protester with an Islamist flag. So that's the Mail on Sunday. We've got You magazine celebrating 65 years of Dolly Parton, the country singer, female with big boobs. Dolly Parton. So I shall read that later on with my lunch. We have got some tropical juice. That's one of your 5 a day. 1 litre of tropical juice. We have an apple Danish crown cake, apple Danish crown. We have some cloudy apple juice, which is another one of your 5 a day. We have a banana yazoo drink, lemon curd yogurt, peppered steak slice, ginsters, Maynard's jelly babies, 2 cans of Pepsi Max, 2 cans of that, Pepsi Max. We have some 4 spooky sprinkle top donuts. We have some McVitie's Hobnobs dark chocolate hobnobs. My dad used to like his biscuits, my father. We've got some thin sliced cooked ham. I also got some thin sliced chicken. We have 1 Turkish delight. My dad Derek used to like those as well. And to put away for Halloween, Glow Safe tea lights. No cigarettes, no alcohol, because I don't drink and I don't smoke. Well, I have the occasional drink. Most people do at Christmas and birthdays, but I'm not an alcoholic. I don't drink and I certainly don't smoke. So when I was looking in the cupboards for food, Charlie Brigham, there was something with Charlie Brigham in the cabinet, and Charlie was the name of that bloke that met me on the field. There was something in the cupboard called Charlie. When I went to the bin this morning to throw my bag of rubbish out, Go-Go Pizza bag of rubbish, somebody had put a bag in the bins with lemons on. Lemons. Some people call women that are gay lemons. So I'd seen a bag with lemons on it. I'd walked into the co-op and Kim spoke to me. The lady downstairs spoke to me. And another woman spoke to me. No men. No men. So I'm a single white female, as I said, when victim support rang me up. What's your ethnicity? What is your sexual orientation? I'm straight and I'm white and I'm a female and I'm single looking for a male companion and one that is able to look after himself and not rely on me for financial support. And that Charlie has got no money because his girlfriend keeps his money because he's an alcoholic. And as soon as he gets his hands on some money, he goes and spends it on alcohol. So I don't want anyone that's alcohol or drug dependent. I also got a Mega Multiplier scratch card for £3. I've really had to delete TikTok overnight. I've had to delete TikTok overnight because of the messages that I was getting. They were non-stop. They were really, really upsetting me and making me feel sick. And I just couldn't concentrate on anything, so I've had to delete TikTok for now. When I want to upload a video, I'll upload TikTok and then I'll delete it afterwards, because otherwise you get bombarded with messages. And some of them are dangerous, violent and sexual. So at the moment my phone is exceedingly quiet this morning. Very quiet. So I've just come back from the co-op. I've eaten my Cadbury's Flake ice cream. I had a Cadbury's Flake ice cream. It was very chilly this morning. I got up and I put the heating on for 10 minutes because otherwise if you put it on for longer, the gas will run out and I'll have to top it up again, and I have to at least top it up with £35 because it takes £10 off straight away for debt. So that's all I can do. So I got up and I was absolutely freezing. I have to sleep with the window open because I've got breathing problems. So I sleep with the window open so I could get some air. I was absolutely frozen this morning, and I jumped up, ran into the bathroom and got dressed as quickly as possible in a sweatshirt. Now I feel hot because it seems to have warmed up with the window shut, and I feel like okay, but I have got a bad stomach, and I think it's like the beginning of the flu or something like that. I don't know, because I feel really, I haven't got a fever, but I feel really hot as well, and I did have a really bad tummy this morning. So the shopping experience wasn't too bad. Kim put all my things in this lovely big co-op bag because I didn't feel well enough to slide everything through. I felt all overheated. I really was oblivious to what was going on, and I really couldn't care less anymore. You know, it's got to the point where just you can all do what you want to do. I'm just going to do what I want to do, and let's get on with it. My stomach is exceedingly sore. I feel sick. I feel sweaty. I do have a dog to take for a walk, so I've got to take Max for a walk whether I like it or not. I always take my dog for a walk because it not only exercises Max and it's good for him, but I get out as well, and I get some fresh air and I exercise my legs I do not stay indoors all day doing absolutely nothing either. I do have to wash up, I do have to wash my clothes, and I have to get on with things. I realise that someone's got a sense of humour, but sometimes it's not other people's cup of tea, and if you keep forcing yourself on someone and they don't want you, it can make that person really ill, right? When someone says no, they mean no, and if that person can't take no for an answer, then you have to go and find somebody that will liaise for you and go up to them and say, look, can you leave this woman alone, please? She's not interested, right? Last night there was a lot of noise yesterday. There was a lot of noise, and it got to me because I wasn't feeling well. But because normally I'll just get up and I'll go in another room, I'll listen to music, I'll do something, but it really got to me. And I'm also a very sensitive person, and when somebody is the slightest bit rude to me, it hurts me. It doesn't make me angry. Someone said to me yesterday, what annoys you, what makes you angry? And anger is a negative emotion, so it's going to make you feel stressed and unwell. I just said, why don't you ask me what makes me happy? Wouldn't you want to make a person happy and to smile? Why would you want to make them miserable and angry for? That's not normal. If I didn't tell them what made me angry, I know what makes me angry, and I think the person knows what makes me angry. Rudeness is one of them. You know, sticking your bum in my face is another dislike I've got. You know, turning your back on someone and sticking your bum in their face, that's rude. So I'm going to get off to this video, read the newspaper. He's gone out upstairs at 6 in the morning on a Sunday because I heard the door bang. And I heard him go into the bins and bang the bins. And there's a bag with lemons in the bin. And I'm interested in men. I just don't sleep around at the age of over 50. I know what I want, and if you don't want it, I don't want it. And just because you don't... A man that comes up to you, right, it's nothing to do with looks, by the way, it's the personality. Because I'm telling you now, I'm telling you this, right, this is nothing to do with looks with me. I don't go for a man with looks. My ex-husband is completely bald. He's bald, right? It's how you treat a woman, it's not what you look like. Now Charlie, to start with, acted really nice. And when I compliment someone, it doesn't mean I fancy them, right? I actually said, to be nice, that he looked younger than he was. And he did, with his hat on and his glasses and his funny little demeanour. I said, you look younger than you are, but it wasn't a come on. I didn't mean I want you to be my boyfriend, grab my hand and stick your tongue down my throat. So he got off to a good start, and he said he wanted to be a chaperone, and everybody knows what a chaperone is. It's not an escort where you sleep with the person, is it? A chaperone is when you chaperone someone, you take someone to somewhere else. If you're talking about you want to be an escort, that's a different thing. He said he was a bachelor, and a bachelor is a man that lives by himself, and he's never been married, and he's not interested in settling down. He wants to live by himself. So I thought, oh, okay, he's safe. He's not going to touch me or do any harm. And unfortunately, he started wandering with his hands. And I said no 3 times, and that's the end of it. It doesn't matter what he does, because he stuffed himself. He stuffed himself when he took advantage of me. And I would never, ever, ever consider a relationship with him, whatever he does. So that's that. I know what I'm looking for and I know what I want. I want someone of a similar age to myself. 35 to about 65 is fine because I'm 55, right? And a male. And it doesn't matter what they look like, but they've got to treat me like a human being and not a fucking sex toy or a piece of shit they can throw about. And if it's not out there, I'm quite happy living by myself, okay? And I'm not being run out of my home by noise. I should stay in it and deal with it. And what people give you, you give back. So if people give you a pile of shit, you give them a pile of shit back. You don't expect someone to respect you when they treat you like a pile of shit. So I'm going to get on with my day. It's a lovely Sunday. I've had to delete TikTok and it's quiet. The phone is quiet. And we'll see what they try next. Because if they can't get through a social media application, they start ringing the phone, getting people to ring my buzzer or something else like that. So it's Sunday, so it should be quiet, right? Because he's out, the kids are not upstairs, and we'll see what happens. See you later.